As the 80th anniversary of D-Day approaches, we continue to remember and honor those who didn't make it home. And that includes 20 men from one small town in rural Virginia. My co-anchor, Marlena Baloris, is live at Battleship, Wisconsin in Norfolk with the story of the Bedford boys. Lena?
Well, Tom, when we were in Normandy last summer, that's actually when we learned about the Bedford boys. We were struck by this humongous sacrifice by one small town. Bedford isn't that far from here, maybe about 4 hours. So we drove out there to learn about it, to meet people who lived there now, lived there when D-Day happened 80 years ago. And we were struck by the scars that still remain in this small town.
Bedford, Virginia, nestled in the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains, sits the town with a population of less than 7,000 people. As in many small towns in the 1940s, the corner drugstore was the place to be. But on July 17, 1944, it was the spot where everything changed in a matter of minutes.
Good morning, Bedford. We have casualties.
That was the message that came over the Western Union teletype machine 6 weeks after the D-Day invasion.
That truly was the day that Bedford fell on its knees.
In time, the town of 3,200 would learn that 20 young men died in the D-Day invasion, the nation's highest known per capita D-Day loss.
Had it been New York City that suffered the same per capita loss, New York City's casualty rate would have been 46,000 men.
That corner drugstore is now home to the Bedford Boys Tribute Center, founded 5 years ago by Ken and Linda Parker. The couple from Oklahoma City was researching D-Day ahead of their planned trip to Normandy for the 75th anniversary when they learned about the heroism of the Bedford boys.
And it was such a gripping story of the sacrifice of a small little town.
So instead of going to Normandy, they moved to Bedford and opened the Tribute Center.
Inside the Bedford Boys Tribute Center is a collection of personal effects from the Bedford boys, a group of 20 young soldiers who lost their lives in D-Day in an instant. From their childhoods to their time in the Virginia National Guard, this center serves as a reminder of their sacrifice and their legacy.
Taylor Fellers, the captain of the Bedford boys, was my uncle, my mother's oldest brother.
Captain Taylor Fellers was 29 years old when he led Company A onto the beaches of Normandy.
And he knew that it was a very important job that they were doing. And I'm convinced that he knew when they went to Omaha Beach that they would not return.
Elizabeth Beverly never met her uncle.
But I always knew him because he was a part of every family conversation, every gathering. We remembered Taylor.
Alongside Captain Fellers were twin brothers, Roy and Ray Stevens.
And one of the questions I asked Roy, what stuck out in your mind that day and what you remember the most, he said the noise. It's just overwhelming.
David is their nephew. Ray and Roy both landed on the beaches of Normandy. Roy survived, Ray did not.
A lot of men made an ultimate sacrifice. This community did. And one of the sayings, and I've heard Roy say it, freedom isn't free. What they did, the sacrifice they made is amazing.
And now these families and the public have a place to remember the sacrifices of the Bedford boys for generations to come.
10 on Your Side is proud to honor the 80th anniversary of D-Day with a special showing of D-Day, The Greatest Victory. It's tonight at 6 p.m. on Fox 43 and 7 p.m. on Wavy TV 10. And Tom and Jeff, you know, Bedford is not that far away, about 4 hours from here. I really encourage people to go visit the Tribute Center, and the National D-Day Memorial is there in Bedford too. We're going to have more on that coming up tomorrow.
Good morning, Bedford. We have casualties. That was very moving. Thanks, Lena.